Go be careful when I express you. They go. What's up, guys? It's a boy again, Adamslink Media. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful night as well. Before I jump right into the topic, I want to say this from the bottom of my heart, guys. I really appreciate your comments, your everything that you have been doing for my channel, for coming back, for checking out my videos, all the contribution, guys. I really appreciate it, good or bad. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. So we're gonna grow old together in this channel. So, guys, a king invited a very successful musician into his house, gave him food, gave him gift, showed him around, showed him his wives, his kids, his kinsmen, everything. Welcomed him home, treated him like a brother, like a real guest. And then before this musician left, he decided to steal from the king and he stole the king's precious stone by sleeping with the king's youngest wife. So guys, most of you already know what I'm about to talk about. It's trending currently in Nigeria. It's an allegation, it's an accusation currently, but we don't know the real fact about the story. But the large, huge fan base that are talking about this is quite much that, and everybody is pointing out the same direction. So there's a little bit or a very huge atom of truth in all these allegations, and none of the parties have come out to deny it. And meanwhile, guys, Olori Badirat Ajoke, who is the youngest wife of Alaafin of Oyo. Sorry, guys, don't just overlook my interpretation. Was sent packing from the palace 2 days ago on allegation that she was giving the king sugar and honey to a musician called KWAM. Honestly, this KWAM, I'm going to honestly tell you, I've never heard about this guy. I may be hearing his music, but I don't know if it's him because I'm not a fan of this Yoruba song. So I don't listen to their songs, so I don't know him. But the first time I ever set my eyes on this guy was this video. So guys, it's really funny, right? It just knocked somebody. So I saw this video, it was really funny to me, of him knocking that guy, knocking a pressman to get that from his face. And then the second time I ever set my eyes that I heard about this guy was because of this video. So this guy apparently has so much money. Like it is said that he's one of the richest musicians in Nigeria. Like check out that marshal, man. That thing is really big. He's a Fuji musician, but let me tell you a little thing about this guy. KWAM is a Fuji legendary singer. And let me tell you his full name. I wrote it on my paper because it's quite long. His full name is King Wasiu Ayede Marshal from Ogun State. He's said to be the richest musician, one of the richest musicians in Nigeria. So this guy is legendarily known for being a core womanizer. This guy has up to 38 children. In fact, his 38th child was the one he had with his wife's cousin. Do you understand what I'm saying? His 38th child, he had that with his wife's cousin. He has been divorced numerous times, but now he's still currently married. And when he was asked about why did he decided to have sexual intercourse with his wife's cousin, he said, this is what he said, it's a very large family that I didn't even know, and that if it's a sin for him to be having kids with his wife's cousins. That was he said. In fact, he's legendarily known for that. All musicians in Nigeria know, we all know that they are real womanizers. There are a lot of women who flog themselves on them without them even toasting. And of course, there are quickly doing, still falling for all those stuff. I don't blame him partially. I also blame the women who are flocking themselves to all those musicians. At the other day, some of them get hooked by getting pregnant, and others just come to take what they want and they just leave. But fortunately for this girl, uh, Badirat Ajoke, according to the allegations, she fell for this musician charm when this man came to visit her husband. We don't know precise time that they had this allegation that they are said they had like this relationship, but according to what is going on, they said the king sent her packing from the palace after they found out that she had sexual intercourse with this musician, knowing fully where this musician is equally married. But let me tell you something about this king, Alaafin of Oyo. This man is a very old man. He's 81 years old now, if not even more than maybe somehow reducing his age. We all know this age crisis in Nigeria, this certificate of age crisis is in Nigeria. Maybe somehow reducing his age, but according to Wikipedia, all those sites, is 81 years old. And this guy has a bunch of wives. And this girl is like 25. She already has kids for this man. But honestly, guys, this man has up to 7 wives. Currently, he has divorced before. He has up to 7 wives. We don't know the number of kids he has. But the thing is, just imagine this 81 years old trying to go through these 7 wives in a month. And sometimes the doctor recommendation might tell him, see, sit down this month. Don't knock. Just sit down this month. Don't knock at all. Don't do any bed exercise. Just sit down. And these women will be left frustrated. Body no be firewood. Somebody has to release those energy out on the bed or somewhere, but majorly in bed. And this man might not be available to service all those wives consistently, like to where they want it. But at the same time, nobody forced them into marrying this man. It's not as if it's the olden days where when the king points at you saying that he loves you and he wants you, and it must be possible that they must force you to marry the king. This like the recent time when all those things don't happen as much as before. Now you can fight, you can say no. But at the end of the day, this particular Badirat, I remember falling out on Instagram. She usually posts sweet word about her husband, saying he's the best in bed, he's the best in that. Says charming, loving, hardworking, very agile. But at the end of the day, what pushed her to have some kind of relationship with KWAM, the Fuji musician. According to them, they said this Fuji musician really, really did a good job on her. Like, she's in love. They're saying that the Fuji musician banged her well, slept with her well, piped her well, rammed her well, and to the fact that she has to even confess herself. But the thing is that I don't know if there's a spirituality in this, in our king, in this rural, in this thrones, because we have so many kings in Africa, in Nigeria. Most in Nigeria, this country, in every town, in every state, in every village, there's a king. So in 32 states, in 36 states, we have 36 kings. And in those states, we have so many towns and so many villages. There are kings in them. In a country where there are so many kings. So I don't know if there's any spirituality in them any longer. I don't know if there's any. Because the story that I had when I was growing up was that you don't touch the prize of the king. You don't touch the princess, the queens of the king. You do not dare touch the gift of the king. You don't go there, because if you go there, the gods will strike you down. But now with the corruption and all those things, with their wicked minds and all those things they are doing, I think maybe their gods have left them. But this man, this Alaafin of Oyo, has proven numerous times that it's healthy. He has proven numerous times that it's healthy, because people have questioned his ability to perform in bed. And this guy has come out to say, oh, I can perform in bed. And his wives have even testified for him. He even won the championship belt when he was boxing. He was boxing, showing off and doing all those kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, his wife, she cheated. And honestly, if we want to search for the reason why his wife cheated, according to the allegations, it's not far-fetched. He's an 81 years old man. He cannot go through all those wives in a month. And seriously, according to findings, for you to satisfy your wife sexually, you have to keep knocking her like consistently 3 times, at least 3 to 5 times a week. 3 to 5 times a week. That according to scientists, according to my own book, you have to knock your wife 3 to 5 times a week. And this man cannot even go through the whole 7 in 1 week. And sometimes with doctor recommendation, you might tell this man, sit down, don't knock this man too, if not you will. And those women will be left hungry and stranded. But the thing is that nobody forces you into the marriage. There's so much wealth. You are blinded by the wealth. You are blinded by money and all those things. And you think you can go in and you can bear it until you see that no, but then be firewood, you cannot bear it. But the thing is that it's too late. It's still an allegation, but they have not come out to deny the allegations. This woman have not come out to deny the allegations. So we are still waiting. So what I'm saying might be just allegations that is trending on Twitter, trending on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere, on Nigerian news, everywhere. It might be an allegation. But according to the news, the woman has been has packed away from the palace due to the allegation that he slept with this Fuji musician, KWAM. It's a notorious womanizer. People have said that on Twitter. That is a real notorious womanizer. So guys, I think I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoy the whole video. Make this video trend, and I hope I make sense as well, because that is the best way I can really explain this this topic. And I think I have not left any stone unturned. So guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel, please, and like this video, comment on it, and click on the bell notification icon so that you can get updates on all my new content. Please, bye guys.